The upcoming season has been leaked. And no, I'm not talking about the upcoming season for the next show. I'm talking about the upcoming league season. I already know that the arcane people who watch this video are going to run away. And it's understandable to some extent, but as I keep mentioning in my videos, the lore introduced in League and together with League is very important and also very interesting. So maybe you should give it a try. The thing is, if they introduce some lore elements in League, those are still going to be important whenever they release the Noxus themed show or whenever they release any other show, because Riot Games mentioned a long time ago that they want to have one consistent lore across everything they release. So how did it leak? Well, first of all, thank you to this person from Demacia for making this post. Maybe the next season is going to be about Demacia, although I think it's going to be about Freljord. I hope it's going to be about Bilgewater, but then again, we also have the Shadow Isles, and we also cannot forget about Shurima or Targon. We'll see what's going to happen. So, based on this, it was leaked thanks to an LEC video, so an LEC promotional video, where they had this magazine, and on it you can read, "Bye bye Noxus, welcome to spring. 10 tips and tricks to woo your favorite Ionian." So because of that, we now know that the next season will be related to Ionia. This works really well with the narrative they have released so far for the Noxus themed season. The last lore element they released is about LeBlanc finding the location of the Darkin weapon. I also commented on this post saying, very interesting, so the Darkin weapon is located in Ionia. I wonder if they are going to release a cinematic similar to the one released for the Noxus season. I was thinking about the Bite Marks cinematic, you know, the big cinematic they released for the opening of the season. Then I got a comment from this person who's most likely from Romania saying, they said that this year we will have 3 cinematics, one for every region. So yeah, hopefully the quality will be the same. That would be amazing. Honestly, I do not remember seeing anything related to that, but it wouldn't surprise me because they do the same in Valorant, if I remember correctly. They release a cinematic for each chapter, act, I don't remember. I haven't played that game in a long time. Ever since I was banned. Anyways, all of this makes me wonder what champions from Ionia are going to be prioritized. I believe it could be related to the invasion of Ionia. That one already happened in the story. However, based on the Bite Marks cinematics, we see Darius in Freljord, and that happened in the past. So they are not going to shy away from introducing lore elements which happened a long time ago. Okay, so let me give you my reasoning why I believe the invasion in Ionia already happened. The Mask of the Black Rose skin line has a description for release which states that there is a new Grand General. Then we have Katarina, who uses her blink in the cinematic, and she gains that ability 7 years after the fall of Darkwill. After that we have the Ambessa book, where when Mel was 15 years old, so 15 years ago, because she's early 30s by the end of Arcane, Darkwill was thinking about invading Ionia, and Ambessa gives him a Vastaya who's a local to Ionia, and this Vastaya knows information of alternative routes within Ionia, and that's a very good strategic advantage for Darkwill. And coupled with everything else I mentioned, the invasion already happened, but I still think they can release a skin line similar to the Grand Reckoning skin line, which has skins with events that happened in the past. From a lore perspective, I think they really did a good job with everything they released so far in League of Legends. Hopefully they can continue doing that and maybe even improve on other avenues. With all of that being said, you can tell me your own opinion in the comment section.